Yeah, the head is catching the tail. You can see the black background on the number plates. The lead bikes, that's an EWC machine, are about to pass one of the Japanese stockers, and going either way. That was very reminiscent of Schumacher and Hakkinen at Spa, wasn't it?
And that's what backmarker needs to be aware of things, because everyone's in their own races, but you got the best riders in the world at the front of the field, and then you've got one of the local riders just getting in the way.
And that has spelt the end of Canepa's time at the front, because Takahashi has now blasted past the Yacht Yamaha. Yacht Yamaha just compromised on the way in, didn't get the exit they wanted, and that allowed Honda to use their horsepower advantage.
It's like dropping down the order. The reason for that, as one of the EWC regulars with their Pirelli tyres, they are starting to struggle, and this is one of the things that for a lot of these riders, you mentioned Dan Linfoot, he's got a lot of experience with the Pirelli tyre from BSB, same for a lot of the guys from World Superbikes, and the challenge for them in this race is, as that Canepa tries to come through into the snake, it's a great move by Canepa. He's been setting that up for the last couple of laps, sector by sector, getting closer to Takahashi. It's important to make that move, because as much as anything else, you want Takahashi to know you're going to attack him.
And that's put a huge smile on my face, because that means we've got a race here. HRC Honda are not going to have it all their own way, and Nicolo Canepa on that Yacht Yamaha standing up.
Position to attack down into the chicane as well. So for Takahashi, it is a pretty challenging opening 20 minutes. We saw him drop to 5th in the opening lap, work his way back up to the lead. And now with Canepa having come through, he's also under a little bit of an attack now from the number 12 machine. 3 seconds behind that to Mike DiMeglio. So DiMeglio losing touch a little bit at the start of this stint.
Yeah, Yoshimura cert in the hands of Greg Black, going very well here. And the front three are line astern. Mike DiMeglio dropping off the back of this, a little bit of a surprise. We thought the front two would be able to go together. Greg Black going with them.
We used to see the number 7 crew change from Dunlops to Bridgestones during the course of the season. You can see the 33s managed to hit the front.
Final element of the S-curve, but to see bikes go either side of that FCC TSR Honda at the end of the straight, that's rare.
Yeah, and that's where you definitely have a problem, and for him, we've been able to see the last few laps, he's lost a lot of ground. He was 4 seconds off the pace last time around. It's going to be something similar on this lap again, so you have to imagine that for the number 1 crew, it's a big problem, and their big problem is the fact that they're not even halfway through this stint. You're going to expect for that team to do 25 laps, and they're only 11 laps into it.
All aboard the struggle bus there for Mike DiMeglio, and that's going to be a really sinking feeling for the other end of the spectrum. Nicolo Canepa, he'll be really relishing and enjoying this opening stint. Okay, Takahashi's got back ahead of him.